I did a United Way presentation at one of the banks here in town a few years ago, and one of their employees came up to me afterwards and said, if it hadn't been for the help that I got from the United Way, I wouldn't be where I am today. And so she says, I always make sure that I give because I know that they helped me in the past. She was on the United Way funds for, I believe, 2 years. And then she went on to school and she became very successful in the banking community. And she says, I give back. And that was music to my ears, that she was a success story, that she can give back to the United Way. And she used it firsthand. So she understood where that went, how that worked, and how it helped her.
Imagine our community without people who offer a helping hand,
A kind word,
an hour of their time.
a portion of their paycheck every month to support people they will never meet. It's a dreary prospect.
Our community is full of game changers, hand raisers, problem solvers, difference makers.
United Way is harnessing this caring power in our community to advance the common good.
The Crisis Center Foundation provides domestic violence services to people in Morgan, Scott, Cass, and Greene counties. For every dollar that we receive from the United Way, we bring in $4 more from a state or federal grant. When you operate a shelter 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you never close. So even if there's nobody in shelter, there's still a staff person there. We run a hotline, so there's always a staff person available to answer a hotline. When someone comes into shelter, they don't pay for anything. We provide all of their food, all of their daily needs, the toiletries, just diapers, whatever you can think of. Some people come in and they don't have, a change of clothes, so we provide, some clothes for them. And it just depends on, everyone is different. Everyone is unique in what their needs are. You can't have services without people. So if we use, say, state money to pay for salaries to provide the services, then we use United Way money to pay for the consumables and the supplies and the food, things like that are needed to basically, keep it so that when someone leaves an abusive relationship, they don't have to worry about how am I going to pay for things? How am I going to support myself and my children for a while until I can get back on my feet? Because a lot of times people who are in a domestic violence situation have not been allowed to work, or they've not been allowed to handle the money in the relationship. And sometimes they don't know how to, spend money. They don't know how to budget. So we work a lot on budgeting and just having someone there and to helping them access those resources. I work with people all across the state, and I don't hear things that they're doing in their United Ways like we do here. And I've always appreciated that we do have monthly directors meetings and that we all get together and that we give agency updates and what we're doing and what's needed and how we can collaborate together on services. That's one thing that I have really enjoyed over the years, is that we can partner, with each other. They always come through, and we're always able, to get what's needed. And we may not always get for what we ask for, but we get what we need. And it's very much appreciated.
We mobilize resources.
We create change,
We unite the community.
but it won't happen without you.
You connect people to health services, physical and mental.
And you meet the basic needs of families in their darkest hour to help our neighbors live better.
You give children an equal opportunity to learn.
You provide the next generation with a pathway out of poverty.
Well, we've been a United Way agency since the inception of the daycare, which was in 1971. I have been here 32 years of this, 52 years. And we've been a United Way agency from the start. So that United Way money has been invaluable to us and our families. The United Way dollars are used to help offset costs of childcare to those families who do not qualify for the state assistance program, but don't make enough to be able to pay the full rate of what the state sets for our rates. And so it helps offset that parents still pay a fee to us. The United Way money does not take care of the entire fee, but it helps offset some of the cost to the family.
Because of the United Way funds, I was able to pay my daycare fee and still make some money to live a productive life. We're trying to save money, and we're looking for a house in the country. You know, we would like to move someday, and we couldn't do that without me working in that extra income. So to have that extra income and be able to still pay for daycare fee was a great blessing.
We have a curriculum. We follow a curriculum throughout from the time that children are 6 weeks old until they leave to go to junior high. So we see the whole gamut of families, of children. Without the United Way funds, a lot of those families wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be receiving the quality care that we give.
I give back to United Way, and knowing that that goes into helping me and helping other people, helping families and helping staff and workers, and to be able to live their lives the way they need to means so much, and it's really helpful. I appreciate it all.
We have 100% participation. Every one of my staff give something back to the United Way because they see it every day. They see where that money is going, what it's doing, how it's helping the children and the families so that they can live productive lives to make sure that their children are safe and learning and being prepared for school. And 100% of my staff give something.
I'm Kristen Jameson.
And I'm Kristen Reed. And we're the co-chairs for this year's Prairieland United Way campaign.
When you give to United Way, your money is paired with other donations, and the collective actions that result are powerful. When you give local, your gift stays in our community, supports our neighbors, strengthens our economy, and creates local jobs.
Your one gift can do all of this.
100% of your gift stays local.
100% of your gift goes directly to local programs. What's raised here stays here.
But we need more of you. Volunteers, partners, donors.
Give today, because if we want to live better, we must live
United.